Hi, my name is Jason Clark, and I'm going to share with you what it was like for me, what happened, and what it is like now. For me, I used to do the AA thing for a while. I tried numerous things, and the only thing that really worked was finally getting away from it. And at the request of friends, I'm doing this YouTube video series. It'll be a long video series where I share my stories, my experiences, everyone else's experiences. And I can't present this in AA, or I can't really present it to other people's because it's so controversial. It basically goes against the principles of AA, against most psychiatric treatments and everything else. But when you break it down and look at it, I mean, does AA really cure people? No, that's part of the whole principles behind it. It's an incurable disease. Likewise, psychiatrists, are they financially motivated to truly make you get better by prescribing you medications? Not necessarily. If you got better and you got fixed, you'd never come back, you wouldn't spend any more money, and that would be that. There are some good people out there, some good psychiatrists, some good people in AA, and some people that have great motives. The whole self-help industry, in my opinion, kind of exploits people when they're at their lowest. Here you are, bottomed out, everything, and they say, well, hey, come in, we'll help you out, become part of us, you have to do exactly what we say, and if you don't, you're going to die or you're going to be back out on the streets. Meanwhile, you have to pay us a bunch of money. You can't talk with any of your old friends, you're forced to do these new things, and if not, you're going to fail, and things are going to be ruined for you. I've seen lots of people's lives destroyed and ruined through going to AA. AA tells them, you have to do this and do that and have a sponsor and do all of this, and no matter how you're working the steps, it's still not good enough. Well, you're either a part of it or you aren't a part of it, and the only way to get better is by being a part of it, and there's nothing else, and it's just working the steps. And you go to a meeting, and that's what people reiterate: do it again and again and again, and this is the only thing that worked, this is the only thing that saved me. And it gets a lot of bad publicity for being cult-like, which in a sense it is, because you do have to buy into all these principles, and you're part of this in-group, and the second you step away from that group, they don't welcome you back really with open arms. They say, if you don't think you have an issue, you can go out and drink and see what happens and see how these things are. They just kind of set you up for failure with a negative attitude towards this all. If you go out and you drink and you relapse, they're supposed to welcome you back with open arms, and usually they just kind of look down on you indirectly, and you have to go get your new 24-hour chip to show in front of everyone, oh hey, I fucked up, now I'm back at 24 hours. It's based on mainly just counting the days, and the more days sober you have, the better you are. They do mention concepts like being a dry drunk, or still having issues, but AA is really just a surface level fix. In my opinion, most drug addicts or alcohol dependent people, any substance abuse, from my experience working with these people, they usually use substances to cover up their underlying issues, whether that's depression, anxiety, trauma, other psychological issues. The alcohol and the substances are what keeps them sane in a sense and functioning. Then at times those underlying issues, they'll come up and they'll boil out, and they'll manifest themselves in regards to binge drinking, or going crazy, doing bad things, suicidal thoughts, suicidal ideations, and blacking out, everything else. It's a manifestation of those underlying issues, and the outlet they have is the substances. Now, through AA, they take away those substances, which is good, but the only outlet they leave you with is AA. Feeling bad, go to a meeting. Work the steps, do this, do that. It's a surface level fix that never really addresses the underlying issues. If AA fixed people, they wouldn't be constantly going back there. I believe that the underlying issues need to be addressed. Once the underlying issues are addressed, then that person can truly become better, and they want to become better, and they can be cured. In my opinion, the best way to fix these issues is in a supportive, welcoming environment that forgives you if you mess up, that encourages you to live a normal life rather than an abnormal life. You take one side of the spectrum, drinking, drug use, to excessive use, that's not living a normal life. Likewise, constantly going to AA meetings, having to depend on that, that's not a normal life either. Is one healthier than the other? Not necessarily. It's still relying on something else rather than fixing the true inner issues. And in these video series, I will address different techniques, personal stories of people that fixed their issues, and the counterproductive some pieces of AA if you do still decide to go to that. That way you can block out your mind to that. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.